Hare Krishna, everyone. For those who are online and those who will be watching in the YouTube later, I'm very grateful for your time. And we'll start with Kirtan. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Vedanta Swaminati Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. I want you to also sing. As we sing, I'll just mute everyone. But as we are doing, clap your hands and you can sing just by singing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. Okay, that starts the purification of our heart. And if we are clapping along with that, what happens is whatever are our accumulated sins, pap, in the past, that starts going away. Very easy process. Okay. And our scriptures say that just like underneath a tree which is full of birds sitting, okay, if we go and clap there, what happens? All the birds will fly away. Similarly, as we clap in the kirtan, singing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra together, what happens? All our sins from past fly away. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charananda Shila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Sata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Shila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नामाचार्य शीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. Most auspicious appearance day of Srila Shivas Pandit Mahashay ki jai. Sai Gaur Premanandi. We'll do some invocation prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine. Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam panghum langhayate girim यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं वञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरयेत्. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. I see our friend Vatsal has also joined. Vatsal Prabhu, thank you for joining. So let us get started. Last week we studied about the Bhagavad Gita. We studied it till verse number 22 of the first chapter. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So we are going to start after verse 22 of the first chapter. I offer my heartiest gratitude to all of you having joined this with interest to hear about Krishna. When we try to hear about Krishna, when we express our interest to hear about Krishna, when we attentively try to hear about Krishna, This pleases Krishna. So devotees of the Lord take pleasure in hearing about Krishna. And Krishna says that, okay, what happens when devotees come together? They glorify Krishna and they glorify the Krishna's devotees. And by that, what happens? Krishna says, Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. That gives great pleasure to Krishna. So, just to recap, we are at the war scenario, both parties having assembled there, and Duryodhan gives a recap, like, okay, of who are there on the other side, who are there on his side. He tries to go beyond his limits, trying to give instruction to his guru also, which is not a right thing. We discussed about that. And then on both sides, they start blowing the conches. So they blow their shank or conch. And on the Kaurava side, the sound is very tumultuous. But on the Pandava side, it is a divine sound, it is transcendental, and which shatters the hearts of everyone on the Kaurava side. And then what happens? Then at that time, like, okay, while this has happened, um, Arjun requests, like, okay, that now, oh Krishna, please take the chariot between the two armies so that I can see who all have come here, like who all are desiring to fight and with whom I must fight. Okay. So moving further from there. So just as you are hearing this, try to hear it attentively and try to visualize what is going on. Because if you hear Krishna Katha attentively, just by hearing what happens, um, just by hearing attentively, our heart starts getting purified. We start getting realization. And this is a divine science. It is not like any other book, like, okay, you pick up a Bhagavad Gita and you read it and you get all the knowledge. Krishna reveals to us, and we have heard that how should we hear this Bhagavad Gita? We should hear it as if in a very submissive mood, as if we are there at the lotus feet of Arjun. If we can hear it in the mood that Arjun heard it from Krishna, then we get the 100% benefit, 100% benefit. Okay. So moving on to text number 23rd. On this 23rd verse, Arjun has expressed his interest to go there in the middle, and he says, let me see who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Next verse. So now on the other side, Sanjay, who is there with Dhritarashtra, he is now commenting actually. He's saying, oh, descendant of Bharat. That means he's addressing Dhritarashtra. So now that Arjuna has mentioned this, then Lord Krishna, what he did is, he took the chariot in the middle of both parties. Next verse, 25. So in the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, this is the first time Krishna is talking in Bhagavad Gita. In the first chapter, he said, just behold, Parth, all the Kurus are assembled here. That means, oh Parth, look, see, all the Kurus are assembled here. Next verse, 26th. So there, Arjuna could see, think about it, Arjuna could see within the midst of armies of both parties, he could see his father-like figures, he could see the grandfather-like figures, he could see his teachers, he could see his maternal uncles, means mama, he could see his brothers, his cousins on the other side, okay, he could see his sons, like those other children, like who are just like his sons. He could see his grandsons, he could see his friends, and also his father-in-laws and well-wishers. When Arjun started seeing this on the other side, then what happened? When next verse, when the son of Kunti, Arjun, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Now, one quick thing here. So when Arjun started looking at all these people there, he started looking at this. These are the people with whom I grew up. These are my grandfather. These are my teacher. These are my father-like figure. These are all my other relatives. These are my cousin, brothers. These are my friends. These are all the people who are just of same age as my children. They are just like my children, sons. And these are my all well-wishers. They have gathered there. Oh, oh Krishna, like, okay, when I fight with them, they will all get killed now. So his heart started to become soft and he became very compassionate. And what he said this, we'll see here in the next verse, text 28. Arjun said, my dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. I want to remind you, everyone. See, Arjun, it's not that, okay, he's having a fear that, okay, he cannot fight. In other words, it's not like, for those who understand the technical world, it's not a skill set issue. It's not that he doesn't know how to fight. He has fought this kind of war earlier also. But when he's seeing this, his emotionally, his compassion is aroused, and he thinks that, okay, I cannot fight with these people. These are the people that I have grown up with, right? So, and Arjun, his competency is so high. He has even defeated Lord Shiva in the past. He has defeated all these people that he is seeing. He has defeated them when they were in the incognito mode. That time he already defeated all of them. But that time he did not kill them. Now that time he had gone, he was in incognito and he just wanted to fight on behalf of the son of the king of Virat. His name is Uttara. He fought along with him as his charioteer and he defeated everyone. But now he is the main person, okay? And now at this point of time, if he fights, then all of these people will get killed. So he's becoming compassionate. And he says that, oh, text 29, Arjuna is saying, my whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on end. My bow Gandhi is slipping from my hand. And my skin is burning. Next verse, text 30. I am now unable to stand here any longer. I am forgetting myself. And my mind is reeling. I see only causes of misfortune. Oh Krishna, killer of the Keshi demon. So what is happening here? Arjun gets a panic attack. This is a classic example of a panic attack. Okay. Arjun starts getting a panic attack. Okay. That, oh Krishna, I can't fight with these people. Okay. And my blood pressure is going high. And these are my near and dear ones. I can't do this. Okay. And then what happens? Text 31. I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsman in this battle. Nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness. Oh Krishna, if I kill these people, these are my own people, what good can happen? Okay, and even if I get victory, if I gain kingdom and happiness also, how can I be happy with this? Then he says, okay, then in the next verses, he says, oh Govind, Arjun is addressing, like, okay, Govind means, like, okay, Go means cow, and Go also means senses. And Govind means like the protector of cows and the protector of senses. Like, okay, because his Arjuna's senses is now, he is disturbed and says, like, of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on the battlefield. So Arjuna is giving a point here actually. He's saying that, okay, oh Krishna, even if I get this kingdom, if I get happiness, what use is this? Okay, because I will ultimately enjoy with them only, right? So, but if they are only getting killed and they are now arrayed on the battlefield, if I have to fight with those people, then what is the use of this? Think about this. Like, okay. So Arjuna has a point here. What he's saying is, like, okay, we may be earning, we may be doing many things in our personal life, but what if, and many people may do it for earning money, but how many of you would want to earn money where you get millions and billions of dollars, but the only condition is you have to stay in an island where no one is there? No one wants that. Okay. Okay, what is this? What is the use of that money? Okay, so everyone wants some kind of reciprocation with others. So Arjuna is telling her, okay, even if I get all these things, then what is the use of this? Oh Madhusudan. Madhusudan means like, okay, oh killer of the demon Madhu. And Arjun is having doubts in his heart. So like this Madhu resembles doubt in his heart. So oh Madhusudan, like oh Krishna, you are also called as Madhusudan because you killed that demon Madhu and you killed the doubts in everyone's heart. When teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, father-in-laws, grandsons, brother-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them? So these all my relatives are standing before me and they are ready to be killed. Why should I kill them? Even though they might otherwise kill me, they may desire to kill me, but at least they may have that mentality. But I should not be like that, right? I want to be a pious person. O maintainer of all living entities, O Krishna, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the three worlds. Are if I get this, all the three worlds also, if I get, then also I won't fight with them. Let alone this earth. What to talk about this earth? If I get all those other things also, I'll not fight with them. What pleasure will be derived from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Krishna, what can I get by killing these sons of Dhritarashtra? Arjuna is telling, okay. Now next verse, text 36. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Are paap lag jayega. Are sin will overcome us if we slay this kind of people. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. Okay, so Krishna, this is my verdict. Let's not fight with them. What should we gain? Oh Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune, and how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? Arjuna is addressing Krishna in various ways. He's saying, oh, oh, husband of the goddess of fortune, means you are Lakshmipati. You are you are uh, wherever you are, it is all fortune manifest. But if I kill these people, how can I be fortunate? So, and what will I get by doing this? Like by killing these people? Next verse. Arjun says, "Oh Janardhan, although these men, their hearts away overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin?" Arjun is making another point here. Arjun says that, okay, oh Janardhan, Janardhan means like, okay, it means like, okay, one who who is who is beneficial to everyone and also one who gives punishment. That is the name of Krishna. So these men, like this on the other party, they have a lot of greed. They want all this kingdom, everything. They are overtaken by greed. They see no fault in killing and quarreling with other people. Okay, but we are not like them. It is said rightly. Okay, if a dog bites you, then you don't go to bite the dog. So it is Arjuna is trying to make a logic like that. Okay, then why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family? If I destroy a family, if these guys are destroyed, then the whole family will be destroyed because they are the main people like who are taking care of the family. Why should we engage in this kind of act? And these are sinful acts. Arjuna is telling Krishna. Okay. Then with the destruction of the dynasty, next verse, okay, with the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. So when Arjuna is seeing beyond this, like, okay, seeing beyond just the people who are standing there, he said, okay, if I kill these people, then what will happen? Their entire family tradition will be lost because these are the male people who are standing there. They are supposed to guide the entire family. They are the head of the family. And when their entire family tradition is vanquished, then completely irreligion will start coming because there will be no one to guide and their family will become involved in irreligion. What kind of irreligion? Arjun goes further mentions. Text 40. When irreligion is prominent in the family, oh Krishna, what happens? The women of the family become polluted. Okay, so the woman always needs to be protected. But now that these husbands are gone, what happens? These women become polluted. Okay, they might get into illicit relationship, and from the degradation of womanhood, oh descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny. If the women are polluted in the family, then what happens? Unwanted progeny. There is a word used in the last word here. In the last statement, there is a word used, Varna Shankara. Varna Shankara means like, okay, those children like, okay, who do not know who their fathers are, those kind of progeny will be born. It's terrible. So in this context, I want to mention one thing. I was hearing from His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhu. very exemplary devotee, very exalted devotee. And he's also a doctor by profession. And he chants a minimum of 64 rounds every day. So you can imagine, like, okay, very, very exalted devotee. And plus, he has extremely good realizations. So he was sharing one example as a professional doctor in US. He was sharing that many times, like, okay, there are many teenage pregnancies in this country that happens in US. As a result of that, like, okay, they are being brought uh, to the labor room, and the person who is pregnant, like, okay, that mother says, like, okay, oh doctor, please take this as soon as the child is born. Please take it away from me, because generally there is a convention that, okay, as soon as the child is born, they are being put into the um, they are being given to the mother, and so that there is a physical contact with the mother. There, as soon as they're born, it is done that. But the generally he was saying that, okay, every time, like, whenever there is a teenage pregnancy, at that time, like, the people come and say that, okay, doc, please take the child away from me. And when they ask, like, okay, why do you want it to be taken away? Because if I just see the child, then I will become attached. Okay, so it's a very, very, as you can see, it's very degraded um, thing. Like, okay, and Arjun, 5,000 years back, like, okay, he's telling about these kind of challenges that are there in the society. And now, as we can see, as Kali Yuga is rampantly progressing, we can see this everywhere. Hare Krishna. Next verse, text 41. An increase of unwanted population, Arjuna is saying, certainly causes hellish life for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. Right? So, if there is such unwanted population, that causes hellish life both for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. Okay. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performances of offering them food and water are entirely stopped. Arjuna is talking about 2 points. Like, okay, so anyway, when there are this kind of progeny, then, like, okay, because there is not much guidance, like, okay, and because they have come in illicit ways, that family is spoiled, and whoever has spoiled that family, they are also spoiled. Okay, and as a result of that, what happens? Because they do not know what their parent is, or it is illicit, they do not offer any shrad. Okay, there are some rituals, shrad. Okay, shrad is done, like, okay, after, like, the previous generations, if when they die, at that time there are these shrad rituals that are done, so that, like, okay, the personality who has left the body, they can go to higher destinations, and as part of the shraddha ritual, water and food are offered. But if they are not offered, what happens? In their journey, in their future journey, they do not get food, and because of that, these kind of previous generations have to again come back, okay, and they are extremely upset with their future generations, and they cause a lot of disruptions also, and those souls also have to come back because they are anyway not going to higher destinations. Next text, 42. By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. So Arjuna is talking about those people who have actually destroyed this family tradition and who have given rise to this unwanted children. So by their bad deeds, evil deeds, what happens? All kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated because these people are not from a regular family itself. Okay, so in the community, if there are, when we go to stay, right? For those of you who are staying in US or even in India, how many of us really want to go and stay in a very, very dilapidated community? None. like if we can afford, we always look for a good community, right? We look for good schools for our children so that like, okay, they don't mix with like okay, unwanted, so that the culture is good in the school, right? That's how we want it, bro. So Arjun is forecasting that okay, this can particularly happen. Next text 43. Oh Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. Now Arjun is not only telling Krishna, but he is bringing proof also. So this is a way of giving shastric evidence that by the disciplic succession I have heard that those whose family traditions are destroyed, okay, they always dwell in hell. Next text, text 44. Alas, how strange is it that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts? Arjuna is telling Krishna, see, this will be greatly sinful. We are getting prepared to do this. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. If we kill them, what will happen? We are just desiring to get royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen. Just for this, getting this royal throne, we are killing our own men only. So you can imagine, although like okay, in this we covered in the background, like okay, although they have gone through so much, like okay, this Pandavas, like okay, their wife is um, Duryodhan tried to kill them. Their wife was insulted, trying to strip her naked. Okay, they were stripped of their kingdom. They were put in for so many years. They were kept uh, in the forest. They were exiled to forest, and then when they will come back, they were assured that they will get back half their kingdom, or half the kingdom will be shared between Kauravas and half for Pandavas. But when they come back, forget half. They are not even given 5 villages. Forget that. They are not even given. Duryodhan said, okay, I will not give even that much land which is underneath a pin. Pin does not even have a land so much that any child can also stand. Okay, a newborn can also not be there. So imagine, okay, it is just for there, no one can be there. So Duryodhan was not ready to give anything. And on the other side, this is Arjuna's heart that he, with so much compassion, is talking about this. See, this is, we can understand, this is the heart of a devotee. This is something to learn from here. Text 45. Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield. Arjuna is saying, okay, let Dhritarashtra's son, okay, it is better that they go ahead and kill me. Let me put down my all the ammunitions and let me not resist. Let them go ahead and kill me. Next text, 46. Sanjay said, Arjun, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast his bow and arrows and sat down on a chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. Arjun was overwhelmed with grief. He just sat down. He put his bow aside, and his mind was completely with grief. Think about it, my dear friends. This is on both sides. The conch has blown. Okay, that means at any point of time, the arrows, the bows, like okay, the soldiers, they will come and fight. Okay, that means on your marks, get set, ready, go. Has happened. And now these soldiers are supposed to attack, and now there is a situation. Arjun here says, I will not fight. He has sat down. He is putting his Gandiv there. He is crying, and he is saying that he has given all the reasons to Krishna. Okay. Now I want to just stop here for a moment, and I want to ask this question. In your personal life, how many of you have faced a dilemma? You do not know what needs to be done, and am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that? And like we're in panic actually. Has any of us really been in that situation? Okay, that yes, I have absolutely no clue what would be happening here. Arjun is a great warrior, and Arjun is in that situation. Is this relatable? Like, okay, do you find that? You can probably raise your hands, like maybe just for my information, if you are able to relate. Thank you, Prabhu. So where you don't know, like okay, what needs to be done, like okay, what is the right thing to do? So having been in that situation, Arjun, he's totally given up actually. And think about, like now Krishna is his chariot driver. Okay. Krishna, what is Krishna's, what was Krishna's rule? Krishna said that, okay, you can take me in the battle, but I will not fight. Okay. Let's move on to the next. With this, we go to the second chapter, chapter 2, contents of Gita summarized. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, text 1. Sanjay said, seeing Arjun full of compassion, his mind depressed. Sanjay is giving a running commentary, okay, to Dhritarashtra. So Arjun now is full of compassion. His heart is broken. His mind is depressed. His eyes full of tears. Oh, Madhusudan Krishna spoke the following words. Madhusudan, this name is also very important. Madhu is also a demon. Okay, and Krishna killed that demon. Okay, so Krishna, who can kill the demons in our heart. Now Krishna is saying to Arjun. So far, how many of you really feel that whatever Arjun is saying is a valid thing? How many feel that, okay, yes, killing is bad. Like, okay, now whatever this guy is talking about is Arjun is saying a relevant thing. You think none of you think that it is relevant? You think it is relevant? Okay, Amit Prabhu, you want to unmute and say?
So as a relative, in relative perspective, Arjun's words are correct. I mean, if I say something like that. So in that way, I'm thinking, he's saying.
Okay, thank you. Anything Lalu Kapu or Shaumitra Prabhu or Vatsal Prabhu from your end? Yes, go ahead. Unmute and say.
Yes,
Yes,
I will
Prabhu.
say that. I will say that killing is definitely bad, but we have also to know that what is the reason for the killing. If for
No,
the
let's not get
safeguarding
there.
the dharma.
No, let's not get there. But for Arjun's point, do you
Hmm.
think like whatever points he's saying is correct? That is my question.
Yeah, that is correct. That are correct.
Fine.
If
Okay.
we, in the general point of view, that are correct.
Okay, fine. All right. Anything from you, Shaumitra Prabhu or Vatsal Prabhu? You are in agreement? Is Lalu you want to say something else?
Also, that all these relatives, what is he taking? That brother-in-law, the father-in-law, all these things, those are all bodily concept. But
No, we'll
as
come
we
to
know,
no. Lalu let's focus only on the question. Arjuna's point. Is it correct? So that is what.
yeah, as per the bodily concept, it is correct.
Yes. Let's focus our mind on only this part. Okay. See.
Yeah.
So now, having said that, now let's go to this chapter 2. Now we are here. So Sanjay is giving a commentary. Sanjay is saying Krishna is now speaking for the first time. Arjun expressed everything. He blew out his heart to Krishna. Krishna is saying, text 2. Shri Bhagwan cha uvacha utastva kasmalam idam vishame samupashtitam anarya jushtam aswargyam akirti karam Arjuna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, said, my dear Arjun, how have these impurities come upon you? Okay. Kutastva kasmalamidam. They are not befitting a man who knows the value of life. Okay. You are supposed to be an Aryan. Okay. Aryan means one who knows the value of life. But you do not seem to know that actually. Okay. So Krishna is trying to chastise Arjun. Like, what nonsense are you talking about? They lead not to higher planets, but to infamy. So these kind of thoughts that you have, they lead to higher planets. They do not lead to higher planets, but they lead you to lower down. Now, it might seem like, okay, Arjun was telling everything like so much, such right points. And now Krishna further says, oh son of Pritha, do not yield to this degrading impotence. It does not become you. Give up such petty weaknesses of heart and arise, O chastiser of the enemy, Arjun. So Krishna is saying, like, okay, he's saying like, okay, just, I mean, these are all degrading thoughts. Like, okay, give up this petty weakness of heart. Like, you are simply compassionate. It's not compassion, but it is weakness of your heart. Come out of that. Oh, chastiser of an enemy, your duty is to fight. So you have to fight actually. So Arjun says further, like text 4. Arjun says, oh, killer of enemies, oh, killer of Madhu, means you can kill the demons and you have killed the enemies. How can I counteract with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona? Okay, who are worthy of my worship? Are this Bhishma is my grandfather and Drona is the teacher who taught me. How can I kill these people? Okay, you have killed. You are called as you are killer of enemies. You are you have killed so many enemies, Krishna, and you have killed the demon Madhu. You are Madhusudan. But these are not demons, Arjuna is saying. These are my teacher and this is my grandfather. How can I kill them? Text 5. It would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of the lives of great souls who are my teachers. Are I am better, I am happy begging also. Let me leave this battlefield. I'll go and do like, what is that? I'll beg for alms. Okay, that is a specific word for that. I'm not able to remember. Poor memory. So basically, I can go and beg for alms at different homes, like in the city. But I can't go ahead and kill these great souls. Uh, they are my teachers. Bhishma has taught me, like, and even though desiring worldly gain, I mean, they are superiors. They may be desiring for kingdom, but they are all my superiors. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood. If these people are killed, can you can you imagine? Like everything will be tainted with blood. It's so sinful. Text 6. Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. I don't even know. Like, okay, is it better to conquer them or being conquered by them? I'm totally confused. If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Now, if we kill those people, then we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield. Now they are right in front of us. What do I do? I am totally confused. And with all this confusion, Arjun comes to a point where he says, कार्पण्य दोषोपहता स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढ़ चेत यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते हम साधिमां त्वं प्रपन्नन्. Very, very important verse. Text 7. I would suggest that if you can memorize this verse, this is a very beautiful prayer that Arjun tells to Krishna. Arjun says, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. My heart is very weak actually, and I have lost all my composure. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me, O Krishna, for certain, what is best for me. I do not know, Krishna, what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. I completely surrendered to you, Krishna. I don't know what is good for me. I am your disciple. You guide me. Now you become my guru. Please instruct me. When one goes to a guru, then this should be the mood that please instruct me. A guru is not like, okay, you keep a, like everyone has a lot of money, everyone has a bank account, everyone has a dog. I also have a dog. I also have a bank account. Everyone has a guru. I also keep a guru. It's not like that. A guru means heavy. Guru means one, um, when one becomes a guru, one is a guru, like when one goes to a guru. Shishya means one who is, um, it is said, Shashoner Adhikari, means one, when one becomes um, responsible for disciplining us, then that person is a guru. And the disciple is one who gives the authority to be disciplined. If that is why it is called disciple. One who can be disciplined is a disciple. Because we may be doing so many things, nonsense. When we come to Krishna consciousness, Krishna teaches us how we should lead our life. So, and here Arjun is giving the reins. Reins means like, okay, you know, those chariots. So chariot has those ropes, that those are called reins. So Arjun is giving the rein of his life in the hands of Krishna, that Krishna, you please guide me. So having come to this particular verse, let let me just see quickly one thing. Yeah, let me do one thing. Let me go ahead and share my screen and let us read the purport for this particular verse, because this is very, very important. So now, please hear this attentively. All this translation and purport are by our beloved founder Acharya, Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya, Ashtottara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanananda Shila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Shila Prabhupada ki jai. Shila Prabhupada has very painstakingly, he has not only given us this purport, but he has given us this word-to-word meanings. See, like, okay, it is none of us, I don't think any of us knows Sanskrit here. Is there anyone who knows Sanskrit here? I mean, even if we know Sanskrit, like, okay, we may not have this kind of expertise. He has given us word-to-word meaning, he has given us the entire translation, and he has given us the context, purport, the mood in which this particular verse is spoken. So, Srila Prabhupada's these purports are such important, like, for us to read. And if we are genuinely sincere, I mean, we can see the value here. So please hear this attentively. Srila Prabhupada is writing, by nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. In every step, there is perplexity, confusion at every step. Like, okay, Arey, what do I do now? Arey, now I came to US. I thought I will be like this, but now I am like this. Okay, I had a different picture of the world, right? But now I'm like this. I and someone who came as a student, they might think, Arey, I came as a student. I thought of this place like this, but now I'm in this situation. What do I do? If I don't get a job, then this will be the situation. One who has a job might think, now I have a job, but then I might lose the job. What to do? I should do this thing or do that thing. Should I do an extra training? Should I not do this? Should I give time to my family? Always there is perplexity. Okay, they are saying come for this Krishna Katha, but then okay, I have to take care of these things also. Now, what is my priority? And every step there is priority, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. First of all, we don't even know okay, what is the purpose of our life. So a spiritual master is necessary who can fill our life with a purpose. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from the perplexities of life, which happen without our desire. We don't want to be confused. We want to live happily. No one wants, like, okay, hey, please, confusion, come into my life. But what happens is we are put into perplexities, which happen without our desire. But in order to come out of this perplexity, what we need to do? We need to approach a bona fide spiritual master. And what is the nature of these perplexities? Their nature they are like a forest fire. For somehow, see, this is a very important line actually. They are just like a forest fire that somehow blazes without being set by anyone. अरे किसी ने आग लगाया भी नहीं, but आग लग गया अभी. Now I am in trouble. What to do? Oh, I did not know now. Now my visa is expiring, and now what do I do? Someone will think like that. Someone will think, "Arey, what do I do? I do not have a job." Or someone will think, "Arey, now my family members are behaving like this. What do I do? Arey, I thought it would be like this, but now it is like this." Similarly, the world situation is such that perplexities of life automatically appear without our wanting such confusion. No one wants fire, and yet it takes place, and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom therefore advises that in order to solve the perplexities of life and to understand the science of solution, one must approach a spiritual master. Now, Srila Prabhupada says, who is in the disciplic succession? A spiritual master who is a bona fide spiritual master. A person with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One who has a One who has a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One should not, therefore, remain in material perplexities but approach a spiritual master. This is the purport of this verse. Srila Prabhupada, in a very short way, is saying, see, if you really want to avoid confusions, get a spiritual master. And no matter who one is, everyone will be put into perplexities. That is the nature. Who is the man in material perplexities? See, it is he who does not understand the problems of life. In the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad, the perplexities of life is described as follows. Yova etat aksharam gargi avidit vasmal lokat praitisa kripana. He is a miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human being and who thus quits this world like the cats and dogs without understanding the science of realization. Means one who does not solve the problem of life and he quits the world like just like cat and dog, like just like animal. If he just quits the world without understanding the science of self-realization, that person is a miserly man. It is called, miserly is here called as kripana, kripan. We say, right, kripan. This human form of life is a most valuable asset for the living entity who can utilize it for solving the problems of life. Therefore, one who does not utilize this opportunity properly is a miser. On the other hand, there is a Brahman, or he who is intelligent enough to utilize this body to solve all the problems of life. Ye ya etad aksharam gargi vidit vasmal lokat praitisa brahmana. So the Brahmana solves all the problems of life, but the Kripana, he does not solve his problems and his lifetime gets over. The Kripanas or miserly person waste their time in being overly affectionate for family, society, country, etc. in the material conceptions of life. Okay, they are always busy with their family, things like that. They're busy with work, society, country. This is a Kripana mentality. One is often attached to family life, namely to wife, children, and other members on the basis of skin disease. अरे ये तो मेरे ही है, right? This is my family, this is my children, this is my country. Okay, this is what scriptures call as, Prabhupada is calling it a skin disease. The Kripana thinks that he is able to protect his family from death. So the miserly person thinks that, okay, I will protect them, okay, I am taking care of them, right? Or the Kripana thinks that his family or society can save him from the verge of death. See, these people are very good. They are very powerful, they are very influential, and they will protect me when I need. They are very supportive to me. But at the point of death, you don't know where you will be dying. So no one can save you. Such family attachment can be found even in the lower animals who take care of children also. So such kind of family attachment is there in the animals also. Being intelligent, Arjun could understand that his affection for family members and his wish to protect them from death were the causes of his perplexities. So Arjun could understand that, okay, he wanted to protect his family members from death, right? Because they will die. That is why Arjun is thinking from that perspective, right? That is why this was the cause of his perplexity. That how can I kill these people? Although he could understand that his duty was to fight. See, Arjun is a Kshatriya. And what is Kshatriya's duty? Kshatriya's duty is to fight. And that fight was awaiting him. Still, on account of miserly weakness, he could not discharge his duties. Okay. But still, because he had the Hridaya Daurbalyam, means he had weakness in his heart. Because of that, he was not able to. Many times you will see this thing like, okay, we know that the other person is doing wrong, but because we are weak in our heart, we are not able to do anything. Right? It does not mean we have to go and kill someone, but this is something that is Arjun's duty. Arjun is a Kshatriya. Okay, so he is therefore asking Lord Krishna, the supreme spiritual master. Krishna is also called as Jagat Guru. That means he is the supreme spiritual master, to make a definite solution. Please tell me, Krishna, what I can do. He offers himself to Krishna as a disciple. He wants to stop friendly talk. So far he knew Krishna as his friend, but now he wants to understand from Krishna. Krishna, stop being friend. Tell me what I have to do. Talks between the master and the disciple are serious. And now Arjun wants to talk very seriously before the recognized spiritual master. Okay, so Krishna is therefore the original spiritual master of the science of Bhagavad Gita, and Arjun is the first disciple for understanding the Gita. So Krishna, he he makes Arjuna as the first disciple for understanding this Gita. How Arjun understands this Gita is stated in the Gita itself. And see, as we move further, right, we will understand how Arjuna is understanding. There is question answers going on between Krishna and Arjun. And yet, foolish mundane scholars, many other people who are foolish mundane scholars, they explain that one need not submit Krishna as a person, but the unborn within Krishna. This is like Mayavadis think that, okay, no, Krishna is not a person. He is like, we have to actually surrender to the unborn within Krishna. This is, it looks so complicated, right? So that is why Srila Prabhupada came up with this Bhagavad Gita as it is, like give it as it is, not like don't complicate the meaning. There is no difference between Krishna's within and without. Krishna internally also and outside also is the same only. And one who has no sense of this understanding is the greatest fool in trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. Many people think that, okay, Krishna is like, okay, he's like supreme light. No, no, yeah, he's a historical figure. He's like, no, he's not a person. Like, okay, he's this, that, like, okay. So those, that is Prabhupada is saying that that person is a great fool. Like, he's trying to understand. If he's trying to understand Bhagavad Gita, he will never get anything of that because he has not understood Krishna only. First of all, he has to understand that the speaker is a person. He is the greatest person from whom we can receive the greatest knowledge, but we should have the mood in getting that. See, if we give our attention, if we give our time, and if we give our mood, submissive mood in trying to understand this, we can get the greatest benefit out of this. So let this be the takeaway from today's session, okay, that Arjun here is submitting to Krishna. And by submitting to Krishna, he's sharing, he has shared his challenges, why he will not fight. He has submitted to Krishna. And in our next session, we'll hear what does Krishna tell Arjun? Where does this go? And how do we understand this from our life's perspective? In a very, very simple way, let me put it this way. Like many times, I want to share one realization from here. You will see that Krishna did not talk, he did not give any suggestion, any advice, as Arjun was talking about, till Arjun came and said, okay, Krishna, I surrender unto you. I want to, please guide me. So there are two things to learn from here. One is we should not give free advice. Krishna is teaching us. And secondly, till we want Krishna to play an active role in our life, Krishna will not take part in that. We can live by our karmic cycle. It means whatever are our sins we are supposed to suffer, we'll get those. Whatever good things are supposed to happen, we'll get those. But once we go and tell Krishna, once we go and tell a disciple of a disciple in the bona fide parampara like Srila Prabhupada or any of his sincere servants or servant of servants, okay, if we tell them that, okay, please guide me, okay, whoever we see as sincere, like in that case, what happens is Krishna through them takes control of our lives. Okay, so this person really wants to become sincere, and then Krishna starts guiding. Till one does not reach that point, one likes to live their life their own way, Krishna never intervenes. Okay, but the nature of this material world is dukkhalaya ashashvatam. If we don't go to Krishna, what will happen is, in our hard way, in US it is said, right, in our hard way we'll learn that, okay, we are put into different difficulties, perplexities, we'll not come up with a solution, we'll try to create a solution which will create bigger problem than what was intended, and that way things will start getting worsening until we take shelter of Krishna. That is why Krishna is telling, like, okay, the ultimate thing, like Krishna says, is sarva dharma parityaja mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshaya masucha. That, oh Arjun, abandon all varieties of your business and surrender unto me. And sarva dharma parityaja mam ekam sharanam raja. Like only to me, ekam, only to me you surrender. No, don't go and surrender to the so many people, so many demigods. What will happen if you surrender only to me? If you are Ananya Bhakt, Ananya means like, okay, I am one pointed, then what happens? Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayashami. I will remove all the reactions of your past sins. Okay, now think about it. How many of us will can say that, okay, or that to my family member will also do. They will also take all my sins. No one will do it, and no one can do it also, even if they desire to. So, Masucha, Krishna gives an assurance, do not fear. So that is Krishna, and that is you can see the relationship of Arjuna and Krishna so intimate. When we have a desire that, okay, we also want to have that intimate relationship, then we can, firstly we should desire, okay, and then we should pray to a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada, that I want to serve you, Srila Prabhupada. I also want to have that very nice relationship with Krishna. I want to have a very nice relationship with you, because it is like this. If someone comes to your family and says that, okay, oh, I love you, and loves no one in your family, then, then you will not really take care of that person so much. But if someone is there, like who is a well-wisher to your family, is always taking care of your family and loves you also, then you will have active interest in that person. So Krishna and all the devotees of Krishna are all Krishna's family. Once you love the devotees, then you are automatically loved by Krishna. You don't have to go and tell Krishna, love me, love. No, no, no. You can actually reciprocate by interacting with the devotees. And just by serving the devotees, we become very dear to Krishna. Hare Krishna. So that being said, we will stop our this session.